I was first introduced to Howard Thurman's collection of writings, Meditations of the Heart, several years ago. Thurman was a contemporary of Martin Luther King Jr.'s father and a leader in the civil rights movement. He was a pastor, an author, and a mystic, and his writings continue to be a gift to the church. My first encounter with Thurman was through his meditation entitled The Glad Surprise, in which he wrote, "There is ever something compelling and exhilarating about the glad surprise. The emphasis is upon glad. There are surprises that are shocking, startling, frightening, and bewildering. But the glad surprise is something different from all of these. It carries with it the element of elation, of life, of something over and beyond the surprise itself." Thurman went on to say, "There is a deeper meaning in the concept of the glad surprise. This meaning has to do with the very ground and foundation of hope about the nature of life itself. The manifestation of this quality in the world about us can best be witnessed in the coming of spring. It is ever a new thing, a glad surprise, the stirring of life at the end of winter. One day there seems to be no sign of life, and then almost overnight, swelling buds, delicate blooms, blades of grass, bugs, insects, an entire world of newness everywhere. It is the glad surprise at the end of winter." There are in our lives glad surprises everywhere, and there are seasons in which they can be hard to see. Dear church, I am praying for a cascading of glad surprises, and I am confident they will come. If you are weary, tired, or discouraged, keep holding on. The work of God is ongoing, and the work of God is not done. There are glad surprises yet to be known. Thurman himself leads us to a deeper truth when at the end of his meditation, he brings us to the greatest glad surprise we have known, the resurrection, which Thurman calls, quote, "the announcement that life cannot ultimately be conquered by death, that there is no road that is at last swallowed up in an ultimate darkness." If you are tired and weary and worn, know that this is not where the road ends, but in Christ there is life yet to come. My prayer for you today, and for all of us, is that we would each, individually and all together as congregations, community, and country, that we would be witnesses to the unfolding of this greatest and glad surprise.